Now, I think this goes back to his days at Jessica's, too, and also shows his flexibility in dealing with rules and regulations, because it seems that while he was at Jessica's, they had a policy against selling bruised fruit to customers. Chuck became an expert at bruising fruit. And I think that's what led him to be a man of regular habits. Although I have noticed that since he's met Risa, he doesn't spend quite as much time in the men's room as he used to. Now, in all fairness to Chuck, I'd like to say that I've known him for, about 8 years now, and he's actually a pretty decent human being. I'd like to, but I can't say that. Because the fact is, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, that there is only one result, one outcome that we can possibly have based on the evidence in this case, and that is to return a verdict in 3 words: guilty, guilty, guilty.
I think this court is adjourned. We have one speaker that would like to talk before we are done. Uncle Donnie. And then after Uncle Donnie, we have a video. What? I know.
Chuck, she's in charge.
I'm in charge here, Chuck.
That's what worries me.
You keep forgetting. I've been telling you for 30 years. Okay, Uncle Donnie?
Hey, yes, listen to me.
You left it home before?
It was that Chuck.
I've just got a few things I'd like to say this evening. First of all, I'd like to say how smart my niece is. She told me that I go on first, and I said, no, I want to go on last. And she was right. There's no way that I can follow that kind of act and say anything funny, and I'm not going to try to tonight. I'd just like to say a couple of things. First of all, I was asked to make a toast this evening, and it reminds me of what Will Rogers said when he was asked to do something like this. He says, before I begin to speak, there's a few words I'd like to say. And I didn't understand what he was talking about until this evening, and I do tonight, because before I make a toast, there are a few things I'd like to say. First of all, I'd like to say that Minna, Mama Min, we want to toast you this evening. You're the matriarch of the family. She won't like that. She doesn't like to think she's old enough to be the matriarch. But she is. This all wouldn't have happened without you tonight. And we're so happy that you're we're so happy that you're with us this evening. Secondly, I'd like to say to the Radmans that we're a little luckier than you are, because Risa lives with us in Louisville, and you all haven't gotten to know Chuck maybe as well as we know Risa. But I have to tell you that after I got to know Risa, I told my wife Elaine one evening, Chuck and I have a problem. She says, what's that? I says, we love the same woman. And we do. And I'm speaking for everybody in Louisville. We love Risa, and we're very happy that she's going to be with us and be in our family. We're celebrating a couple of things tonight. One, of course, is a wedding, and another is that we're joining 2 families together. And that's a very special thing in our tradition, to enlarge a family. It's very much like in the stock market, you know, you have a merger. And 2 companies merge, and then all the stockholders, many of whom are present tonight, sit back and just wait for all the stock dividends to come in. And that's what we're waiting for, I gotta tell you.
Amen.
Listening to all these young people speak tonight reminds me of a very special night that I shared with some of them a month or so ago in Louisville. A young lady was nice enough to have a party to get everybody to know each other that was coming to the wedding this weekend. And she had a facilitator there And I thought it was kind of corny at first to have a, you know, what is it? This is somebody who plays games with you so that you'll get to know each other and have a better time. And by golly, it was one of the nicest experiences I've ever had, because this guy knew what he was doing, and we all got together and we got to know each other. And the last thing in the evening was everybody sat around in a circle, and they were asked to take a little stone and give it to the couple, to Chuck and Risa, with a wish, what they would wish this couple to have. And these young people were so smart. None of them said anything about wealth or being successful in business. They wished them a long life, a healthy life. They wished them good companionship. They wished them a lot of sensitivity to each other and a sense of humor to each other. And all these things that they said, we wish them tonight. I couldn't say it any better. And this is what we wish you and Chuck and Risa. I think I speak for everybody here. The best of everything to you in the life to come. And lots of stock dividends.
Before we have the video, I think Chuck and Risa probably want to say a few words to everybody. Who gets the microphone? It's just so amazing. You know, and I've told Chuck this a few times this evening, that all of these people are here for us and to wish us well, and it doesn't feel like it's really happening. It doesn't, I mean, I don't know. I've had a fabulous time, and you guys have been great, and there's been great stories, but I still can't believe that, you know, tomorrow's the big day, and that all of this is happening. I have a little something that I wanted to show everyone. Chuck and I had to go to Uniontown. I don't know if all of you have been to Uniontown, but it's a two McDonald town. And we had to go there to register 30 days before our wedding for our marriage license. And we had to swear, holding our right hand up, to the day we met our Creator, or our Maker, that we had no contagious diseases, and that we affirmed what we wrote was true. And after we did that, we got this newlywed sampler. And I was so impressed that the Uniontown Courthouse would give us a gift. So I opened up my newlywed sampler because I'm the one that always gets to open up all the presents. And I found in here, I wanted to share what they gave to us. We've got Bounce. We've got Cheer. We've got Zest. We've got Mouthwash. And last but not least, most importantly, we've got new and improved Charmin. So I guess our recommendation to you is if you're looking for some samplers, you may want to go to the Fayette County Courthouse when you get married, when you decide to get married, to register for your marriage license. I just want to thank, and I'll let Chuck talk for himself, but I just want to thank everybody for being here. They always say that I don't get jokes, and I didn't get that one. I want to thank everybody for being here. It's just so wonderful to have all of our family and friends here, and the people that are nearest and dearest to us, and the people that we love and that we care about so much, and to come from so far away and to be here. I've had a blast so far, and I'm looking forward to having a the rest of the evening good, and looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. And I'll pass it over to Chuck.
She's not done.
I'm not done. Another decision to make. I have a few things that I'd like to give out also. I forgot. First of all, I have a gift for my matron of honor, Laura Durenda, Laura Jameson, J-Mo from our junior high days. Laura was my childhood friend. We did everything together.
Like what?
My dad had to get me my own telephone line. I was always talking to Laura, and I don't know, we just did everything together. And it's just somebody that's always in your gut, somebody that it's just always, you know, when you get together, it's just like you left off yesterday or something. I have a gift here for one of my bridesmaids. She's not the flower girl. Michelle Morgan. Michelle's my traveling buddy. We went to Israel and Puerto Rico together, and she's just somebody that I'm always really impressed with everything that she's done and everything that she stands for, and I just think she's a really special person. I have a gift for her. And finally, thank you. Over here. I have a gift for the last and final bridesmaid, my new sister-in-law. There she is. It's like looking for you over in your seat. For Elaine. Elaine is the type of person that's not afraid of anything, as you probably all figured out this evening. And it's just somebody that I admire. She's not afraid of trying anything or doing anything, and I just think she's very admirable. And now I'll pass it on to Chuck.
Are you sure? You finished? You're somebody that didn't want to say anything. Is this the way it's always going to be? Well, I'm not going to speak long. I just want to thank everybody for coming. It's for people to give their time to us like this. It means a whole lot. We have a lot of family members and friends that couldn't be here today. We miss them, and we're thinking about them. But we're more than thrilled that all of you would take the time out of your busy lives, and everybody has things to do, and we thank everybody. I know what I'm doing. I made it 32 years. Okay? I'm in control. Now I will give out my gifts. Is that okay? I'll be right back, because I have them over here. No, I know.
But don't you just want to control tonight?
Here's everything I have now.
I know.
It's his magazine collection.